48 teams. That's how many nations will play at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. To put that in perspective, that's nearly a quarter of every country on Earth. And somehow, FIFA has built a system to figure out which 48 deserve a spot. It sounds like a logistical nightmare. And honestly, it kind of is. But once you understand how it works, it's actually one of the most fascinating puzzles in world sports. So let's break it down, region by region, and figure out exactly how the world decides who gets to show up. First, you need to understand one thing. FIFA doesn't run qualification directly. They hand the job to 6 regional confederations. Think of them as football's continental governing bodies. You've got UEFA for Europe, CONMEBOL for South America, CAF for Africa, CONCACAF for North America and the Caribbean, AFC for Asia, and OFC for Oceania. Each confederation gets a certain number of guaranteed spots. Then they run their own mini-tournaments to decide who fills them. FIFA sets the rules. The confederations do the work. Simple enough. Except nothing about this is actually simple. Let's start with the biggest block. Europe. UEFA gets 16 spots at the 2026 World Cup. 16. That's the most of any confederation, and honestly, few people argue with it. Europe has some of the best football on the planet. The way they qualify is through a group stage. 54 nations split into groups, playing home and away matches across roughly a year. The group winners qualify automatically. Then the runners-up, plus some Nations League teams, enter playoffs to fight for the remaining spots. It's a long process, a brutal process. And every single cycle, at least one major team doesn't make it. That's just how competitive European football is. South America is a completely different animal. CONMEBOL only has 10 member nations, and they all play each other, home and away, every single one of them. It's called the South American Qualifiers, and it is basically a 2-year-long gauntlet. 6 teams qualify directly. 1 enters an Intercontinental playoff, and if you're sitting in 8th, 9th, or 10th place, you're going home. No second chances, no excuses. This is why Brazil and Argentina can still have genuinely stressful qualification campaigns. You're playing Colombia in Barranquilla, then Bolivia in La Paz at altitude. It breaks teams. It's the most brutally honest format in world football. Now Africa. CAF gets 9 spots in 2026, a significant increase from previous tournaments. Over 50 African nations enter qualification. They go through group stages, then knockout rounds. The 9 group winners qualify. Straightforward on paper. Here's where it gets interesting, though. African football has been growing rapidly, and yet the continent still gets fewer spots than Europe relative to its number of member nations. FIFA's allocation has always been a political debate. 9 spots feels better, but many argue it's still not enough. CONCACAF, North and Central America, plus the Caribbean, gets 6 guaranteed spots, plus a place in the Intercontinental playoff. The qualification process involves a final round called the octagonal. Well, for 2026, it's slightly restructured since the US, Canada, and Mexico automatically qualify as co-hosts. So the remaining CONCACAF spots open up for everyone else. In theory, this creates more opportunity for smaller nations. In practice, the same handful of teams, Costa Rica, Panama, Honduras, tend to dominate the region. The Caribbean nations rarely break through. But every 4 years, someone surprises you. Asia gets 8.5 spots. The half is for the Intercontinental playoff. Over 40 nations compete across group stages, then a final round. Asian football has been improving dramatically. Japan, South Korea, Australia, Saudi Arabia have all made serious impressions at recent World Cups. The final round of Asian qualifying is genuinely competitive now. The days of Asia being written off at the tournament are long gone. And then there's Oceania, OFC, the smallest confederation. New Zealand is the big fish in a very small pond. They get one place in the Intercontinental playoff, no guaranteed automatic spot. They have to beat a team from another confederation just to earn the right to go. It's tough. Some would say unfair. But that's the reality of being in a region where the football development gap is still significant. So that's 6 confederations, all running their own qualification processes. But here's the thread that ties it all together: the Intercontinental playoffs. These are two-legged ties where teams from different confederations face off for the final remaining World Cup spots. A team from CONCACAF might face someone from Oceania. An Asian team might face a South American runner-up. It's football's version of a wildcard round. And it has produced some absolutely dramatic moments over the years. So here's the takeaway. 48 teams sounds like a lot. And it is. But when you zoom out and realize there are over 200 FIFA member nations all trying to qualify, suddenly 48 feels pretty exclusive. The qualification process isn't just a formality. For most countries, it is the tournament. The years-long campaign, the heartbreak, the glory. The World Cup itself is just the finale. The real drama starts way before any team sets foot in the host country. Which brings us to the real question. Does expanding to 48 teams make the World Cup better? Or does it dilute something special? Does every great tournament need scarcity to have meaning? I'll let you decide. But if you want to keep understanding the beautiful game at this level, you know what to do. Subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.